And there we go. How is everybody this morning? Where your headphones at now? There you go. I'm liable to say something stupid, just off the cuff. Be like beans and cheese or something. I don't know who, just something like that. Something wrong with me. You always gotta watch out for me. Morning meeting. This I've got a lot to talk about. I've been making corrections all morning. Ask Monica and Deanna. Lord have mercy. I've been making corrections all morning. I won't even repeat them to you because y'all don't have this problem. Patrick, let me say to you, I'm looking forward to meeting you in person. I just keep hearing all sorts of great things about you, and you just got an energy on you that I'm just looking forward to meeting. So just know, from me to you, I'm so glad you're here, brother. So glad that you're here. So hopefully he heard me, but yeah, if not, just make sure he gets that message. Okay, I meant that. You're in the middle of a miracle. That's my theme for the rest of this week. Yes. That's my theme for the rest of this week. You're in the middle of a miracle. So let's break this down first before we get to some of the small elements I need to do before I get to what would be my main story. One of the worst places to ever exist on planet Earth is to be in the middle of a miracle. It sure sucks. It does. It does.
Can
Because
you?
I sure can. One of the worst
Okay.
places to be on planet Earth is in the middle of a miracle. It sucks. Okay? It sucks. I'll say
It
it
does.
again.
It really does.
It does. One of the worst places to be on planet Earth is in the
Yeah.
middle of a miracle.
Oh, get it now.
Joseph,
Okay?
David,
I don't know if I want to
okay.
plant that into my brain or not.
No, well, yes. Well, it's about to be positive. So it's about to, so you're gonna plant the positive first.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about to be
Okay.
positive. But what it is you've accepted whatever call, or you've moved from where you were, and you're not where you want to be, which is that miracle place. And that middle is extremely frustrating.
Mm.
Essentially, it becomes this long season of silence. And who likes that, right? However, those who make it, this is for you, Jerry. Those who make it to the miracles and get to obtain them and keep them, these are the people who were grateful, who were in appreciation, which means to increase in value, appreciate, depreciate, decrease in value, appreciate, increase in value. Those who increased in value the silence, those who increased in value the wait, those people hold on to whatever miracle they're attempting to get. Now, this is of no religion, this is of no gender, this is across the board. It does not matter. So, my theme for the rest of this week is you are in the middle of a miracle. Now, you get to determine how you're going to process that. Let's borrow from Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. There's two ways. There's a chapter in Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, Sex Transmutation. You could really translate it to the power of love chapter, maybe, or anything like that. Essentially, there's a section which it says those who get angry when love leaves, they tend to stay in poverty. Those who appreciate the love that was there in the good times tend to go towards prosperity, because love is fleeting. It will come, it will go. But if you are grateful for the times you've had with your ex, Monica, then you will find restoration. Not with them. You don't find restoration with them. I just mean with your harvest. Okay, not with them. Leave them exes, like George Strait. Okay, just don't leave your exes in Texas though. We've got enough exes here. Take them to Jerry in Nevada. Okay, we don't need any more in Texas. No more exes in Texas. But you need to get though that in the middle of a miracle is where all the pain comes, but it shouldn't, because it's where all the lessons are learned. You do not learn how to hold on to a miracle with the miracle in your hand. That's not the way it works. You learn how to hold on to the miracle in the seasons of silence. All right. So I'm back now, Jerry. I'm back now. Okay.
Say it again.
You don't learn how to hold on to the miracle in your hands while you have the miracle. That's what everybody wants. Everybody wants to, you know what? When I get to the mountain, I'm going to stay there. No, you're not. Because if you don't learn how to climb it, you don't learn how to stay. If you don't learn the lessons in the valley, you're on your peak a lot shorter than what you should be. It is the seasons of silence that help you, that bless you, that keep you whatever. And again, I know some of these words are spiritualized. That's not my intent here. I'm just being very practical. It's just, and yes, go ahead, Grace.
But do you remember how you just said it a minute ago? At the end was in the seasons, you learned something in the seasons of silence.
You learn how to, Satish just said I answered a lot of his questions. You learn how to stay on your mountain or in your miracle longer in the seasons of silence. Go ahead, Jerry.
So if the season of silence is longer,
I can dig it. Then
do you,
what? No, go ahead.
yeah, do you get more time at the
Absolutely.
peak?
Every action has
Okay.
an opposite and equal reaction. All right. Yeah. You get what he's asking. Like I'm being as scientific and as practical as possible. If there is 12 hours in the day, then there's equally 12 hours at night. Do you understand what I'm saying? If if there is a slap in the face, there's equally when you were not slapped in the face. Do you understand? It just is what it is. So if your silence has been long, two things you should know there. Let me give you three things just in case. Thing number one, you're probably not learning the lesson. That's the hardest one. Thing number two, it is most certainly for a reason. And thing number three, relax. Silence doesn't last forever. There's no such thing as an everlasting rain cloud. Even rivers dry up. The reason why I'm saying this is because I've looked out. I have snooped and spied on every last one of you. I've been in my meditation. I have read both my Quran and my Bible. Sounds weird to some of you, I'm sorry, but it just is what it is. I'm weird. And I'm telling you, you're in a season in which you're just in between a miracle. That's all. Go ahead, Susan.
Yeah, the reality is that God wants us to be successful in our realm with Him. He wants us to have victory and abundance and the opportunities.
Sounds
But
good to me.
you have to go through those things, like, you know, David going through the things that he went through. If you look, you know, even Jesus, he overcame death with life.
I can dig it. And listen, y'all, I'm not even attempting. All that's facts. I'm not mad about any of that. Whatever you know, you know. I'm just telling you, as practically as possible, that every action has an opposite and equal reaction.
Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead,
And life
Susan
and
Dindiana.
death.
That's life and death. Man and woman.
That's a hard one.
You know, it's what it is. Come on, Deanna.
Can you repeat those three one more time? You said number one was you probably haven't learned the lesson.
Yeah, because some in some case, well, let me repeat them and then I'll give commentary on the first one. You probably haven't learned the lesson. And then I believe the second one was, I remember the third one. Third one was relax. The second one was, it serves its purpose. It has a reason. It has a reason. There is always a reason for something. Even what you would call random. And I'm choosing my words wisely here because there's so many different schools of thoughts on this very call. And then there's just schools of thoughts. And then it's my quantum physics is meshing with this conversation. And I'm trying to keep it in classical physics or Newtonian physics. But I'm just having a practical physics conversation. Go ahead, Susan.
Yeah, I, through our experiences with our business, I have seen that happen time and time again through all the years. And like you say, there are struggles. You don't get to where you are without going through
That's right. That's right.
thing. And I have been a part of that. I've witnessed it. And you really have to stop and take time to think of your life and to write those things down, to remember them, because time goes on and you do forget those things. So write them down when you recognize it, so that you can go back and remember how long those times were, and then recognize it. The 7 years we've been down here that completely disrupted our business, our every area of our life, and how difficult that was in the silence. And we never would have been doing something with someone else like what we did with Les Brown, but we knew Les and thought it would be fun and an opportunity to meet more people down here. And if we hadn't have done that in this whole silence and the hard time, we wouldn't be sitting here right now today. And that, to me,
Wow.
ATS is the blessing for us. And Phil and I totally agree on this, and we talk about it a lot, of the 7 years of just being lost, away from everything and everybody we knew, and all of our business opportunities, and to not be able to just pick up and go whenever we wanted. So if it wasn't for going through all that, I never would have met any of you and been a part of this. So that is exactly what you're saying.
Yes, ma'am. And you're saying it better. Come on, y'all. Let me mute your mics. Pour into this young woman, please. That's just yes.
Yes.
Yes. Listen, y'all. I'm trying to be extremely practical. Thank you, Susan. Thank you very much. Because it is not my intent to spiritualize this. I have a reason for it, or religionize it. I'm not sure if that's a word, but I have no reason for it. Although you could do that with all of it or both of it or whatever, because it's appropriate wherever it fits. Go ahead, Susan.
Yeah, Antonio, and we talk about that in the Bureau. Clients are not going to hire you if you put the faith in there. It's just reality. And,
Just
Phil,
facts.
Zig Ziglar, he didn't have it in any of his material.
Yep.
And others with all types of religion, we're one world, we're one people.
I can
And
dig it.
yeah, and so when you're speaking to a group like this today, or when you're speaking in front of an audience, or just in your everyday life working with people and clients, that everyone has some sort of feeling, faith, whatever. And the way you're presenting it is the way we've always presented it to the world, and when we're talking, and that's inclusive to everyone, and I appreciate that. But it's
Thank you very much.
okay for people to express the individual
Oh yeah.
when they're talking, but as a collective, what you're doing is right on, and what we learned early on in our speaking career and coaching people. Yeah.
Good stuff. Thank you. I have my reasons for why I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm gonna share my screen here in a little bit. It's the main thing I want to talk about, but I'm setting it up. I want you to know. See, this company, I have to lead this company through this world. I don't ever want you to forget that. You understand? Like, no matter what I do or what we do, it exists in capitalistic 21st century, whether I wanted to or not. I still have to navigate through what is happening in our lifetime. And there is something that is appalling that is happening. I haven't got to it yet, but I'm glad it's happening. But you won't understand without understanding that you're in the middle of a miracle. Oof, that just makes me so excited every time I say it, Grace. It just, I feel fire when I say it. You are right. While I'm being extremely scientific here, miracle is not scientific. You know, I'm also using some some supernatural in the same place. However, it is that in betweenness. I've got the company is in between, y'all in between, your individuals in between. Some of you got and sick parents and just sick. Others of you just got a lot of disses going on. You got disease, you're disgusted, disgraced, you're on Discord, you just dissed all around. I get it. This is the 2020 has been. We had a fire tornado. Do y'all know that? That literally happened in California. A literal, not a like a. It had fire. No, it was a tornado that is of fire came into consciousness in first 2018, and just a couple of days ago there was a fire NATO, and that in itself is shocking to think that we have lived to the point in which the government, well, not government, the weather organizations have to give fire tornado warnings now because that just happened. And it just Google it. There's clips of it. You can see it yourself. Insane to know that we live in these wonderful times to where someone can say a fire NATO and it's not a B-list sci-fi movie. It's crazy when you think about that for a second, okay? It's crazy when you think about it. Nevertheless, if you are in a place in which it is, right? Thank you, Deanna. She showed it to you. If you're in a place in which it's not adding up the way you want it to, relax. Not, I ain't trying to be motivational. I'm just telling you where you are. Somebody needs to tell you where you are. Where you are is in the middle of a rock and a hard place. You're. I don't even want to. You are in the middle. You've left. You've accepted your call, but you haven't got the breakthrough. At least not this time. And that's exactly where you should be. Because how can you have the hero's journey without the journey? Let's just face it. Right? Let's just face it. Now, why would I say that? Well, for me, it's simple because I see things. I see things. I'll just show you. This is why I'm saying all this. Because as of 6 days ago, as of this recording, ExxonMobil plans to not contribute to its employee 401k plans. That's appalling. And Jerry, I had to make sure because Jerry, I didn't want to be a headline reader. You understand? I was like, nah, they talking about, you know what I'm saying, somebody. There's a liberal, you know, doing something. There's a somebody's got an agenda. You know, let me click and let me read because there's no way that's get out of here. Like, let me just stop my screen for a second. There's no way that's gonna happen. It must have been some meeting, Steve, that they had. It was suggested, you know, fake news, right? Fake news. It's got to be something like that. It just, I can't imagine. And so I went in, and the first paragraph. almost dropped my. Just look for yourself. And ExxonMobil plans to stop contributing to its employees' retirement plans this fall. Now wait, there's more. To further cut cost and protect its shareholder dividends in the aftermath of the driven oil bust. If you don't know what that means, investors over employees is what that means. Let's just call a spade a spade. There's no, you can't, what you gonna call it? How else you gonna, what you gonna say? It's investors over employees when employees make the investing possible. What should happen?
It is
Go ahead,
so
Jerry.
wrong. It is just so wrong. These are companies that have produced so much income over the last decade. It's just so wrong.
They raped us for not to be offensive. I don't mean to. It's a terrible word, but they did. Gas was $6. Some like it was terrible. It was so terrible that some gas meters couldn't even go past the letter the number 3. They had to recode it to make a number 4 in there. That actually happened. That actually happened. And some went to 5. It was $5 a gallon. They made trillions of dollars in profit for decades. And now, let's not forget, this profit was not taxed like y'all. I'm gonna need y'all to know that y'all have paid more in taxes, percentage-wise, than any oil company ever has. It's appalling. I'm not being liberal. I'm not being conservative. I'm not being a conspiracy theorist. I'm not being anything. But we're gonna call facts for what they are. Investors over employees. And these same people gonna tell y'all, but Steve, you should have been ready for the recession. No, Exxon, you should have been ready for the recession. You should have been ready. You could have put 0.5% of all earnings to the side for the next economic correction. You wouldn't even noticed it. You could have lobbied Congress and said, don't charge us no taxes. We want to put 0.5%, all our taxes to the side. And Congress would have said, well, you know what? That makes some sense. They would have argued about it, but at the end of the day, enough money, Jerry. We know how it works. Okay. You would have got that earmarked on some dog food bill, and that would have been at the bottom. Dog food must be clean and without nitrates. And at the bottom of that bill would have been, and Exxon doesn't have to pay taxes. We know how this works. But the reason I'm bringing it up is because you're in the middle of a miracle. See, I love when Jerry asks, so if it's as long as the season of science long, so happy you asked that question because it fits right here to what I'm about to say.
That was a personal question, by the way.
Amen to that. The reason why I'm starting to mean off this way, and I'm telling you all, and I'm gonna show the screen to you again, because every action has an opposite and equal reaction. And I need y'all to receive this. If they're not going to pay into 401ks, which is in the billions of dollars, that money has to go back to the working class one way or the other from the universe. It doesn't matter. That energy can never be created, can never be destroyed. That is the first law of thermodynamics. You understand? As long as 401k has been in existence and as long as we modernized it and employers have been contributed matching up to 7% or whatever that may be after 7 years, however that has worked for your company, that's too much energy to just go void all of a sudden. See, man creates lack, but the universe does not. Hear me well. That is billions of dollars. That that's billions. I want you to Brace, write down everything I'm about to say word for word. Billions of dollars have been taken away by one company. I believe billions of dollars will be given back to the working people by one company, and I believe it's us. This is the point of my meeting today. That just gave me chills. Ugh. Mm, mm, mm. If this is how my brain works, if one company has the power to take away billions of dollars for the workers, every action has the opposite equal reaction. Then it also tells me it is also possible in this universe that one company has the power to give away billions of dollars to the working people. Oh man, somebody should have flicked the camera on, threw over your chairs or something, started one of the mosh pits in the mud, like the young teenagers, something. You should have did something. Shaker said I just did. What we know scientifically, one company has the power to say, we shall remove this now. And anything you can remove, you can replace. Whew. Help me somebody. It's what it is. If I pour out my coffee, I can replace my coffee. Come on, whoever that was.
That was me. It was Carol. Not only will it be replaced, but it will be better.
Watch yourself, Carol. Watch it now. Now you being woke. Okay. Now you want to come over here and just be all smart and stuff. Because restoration never just puts stuff back the way it was. Nah, that ain't the way it worked. That's not the way it worked. When Jerry mess a shingle up on a roof, he don't replace it with the same shingle. He said, "Give me a new roof. Go, go fix all that." Yes. Come on, Susie.
I thought at the end of this 7 years that my plan was to go spend quality time with each of my children that I've, hardly got to see during this time. I mean, we literally had to kick our daughter out of the house when we moved down here. She had just graduated college.
Yep.
And we were having fun together. So this pandemic, I thought, oh my gosh, now I'm not going to be able to see my kids, for a couple months, which it's ended up going to be a year before I see them. But I know without a doubt that there's a miracle there, that it's all for the best. And so I just settled into that and anticipating the miracle.
Mm, 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 mm. Watch yourself, Susan. So you just anticipating the miracle. Listen, y'all, if you just joined us, this is my daily meeting. This is not a class. This is me running this company, and I'm talking to my team, and I'm also talking to everybody else. And for the rest of this week, my mindset is going to be that you're in the middle of a miracle, which is one of the most difficult places to be on planet Earth, because we don't typically
Look around you. That car you're driving, that house your family lives in, making your daughter laugh, inspiring her to dream. You did that. Teaching your son to drive, teaching him he can be anything, all you. And your dreams for tomorrow, you'll do that too. Legacies don't just happen, they are made by you. The important word being you. American Family Insurance, protecting your dreams as you achieve them. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
have our mindsets right. We don't like that season of silence. We don't like that. I'm not spiritualizing this. There's no religion here. This is just practical. That when the harvest doesn't grow, we get frustrated. If you don't think so, turn on a pot and watch that water boil. In the South, We got a saying for that. A watch pot don't boil. That's what we say. You look at that pot for 14 years, it would not boil if you watch it. Come on, Susan.
We say, watch pot never boils.
That's it. That's it. Never boils. Never boils. It's like watching grass grow. You're gonna be there for a long time. You understand? So that season of even though it would take what 5 minutes for the water to actually boil, but when you watching it, that 5 minutes gets elongated because time really doesn't work the way you think it works. But that's a different conversation for a different time, pun intended. What is happening here?
Well, I do calf raises while I'm waiting for
Of course you do. Well, if anybody would do that, you would do it. Of course you do. Calf raises while boiling something healthy. Seriously, I want all you know. I shared an article. I'll do it to you again, just in case you're joining us. I did all that talking because I noticed that Exxon. This is a recent article. This covered by the Houston Chronicle, August 11, 2020. So as of this recording, 6 days ago. ExxonMobil stops contributing to its employees' 401k plans. Now, my initial reaction, Monica, was like, "Get out of here, man," because Jerry, you can't trust the media. You understand, man? They all got an agenda. You can't trust them. Left wants you to look left, right wants you to look right. Everybody. So I was like, let me read the article because I know they just trying to get me with a headline. That's their job. But no. And I went on my little. You can just Google it like I did. I went look up this lady's name. I sure did. Like I did all this. I don't believe nobody, y'all. I need to see stuff. You understand? Exxon plans to stop contributing to its employees' retirement plans this fall to further cut costs and protect its investors' shareholder dividends in the aftermath of the coronavirus-driven oil bust. And that's trash. That's garbage. That's bull. Because for one, the oil bust was already happening before coronavirus. Don't even disrespect my knowledge like that. Okay? Don't even do that to me. I'm not that dumb. I don't sleep that easy. Two, I still remember I remember in 2008, gas was getting crazy. I remember in 2004. I remember complaining in 2004, man, gas is $2.25. This is ridiculous. And when it got up to $4, I was like, man, I sure gas can get back down to $2.25.
I remember when gas was like 98 cents a gallon. $10 and I was good.
It's some folk on the car remember it being 10 and 15 cents a gallon. Okay. All this money, hand over fist, they could have done. Listen, y'all. See, the oil companies are in bed with the government. Imagine if me, let's just make it me, made trillions of dollars for the last 10, 15 years. And then the news got out, I'm cutting off 501k, 401k. Do you understand what would happen to me in the media? You ain't got to put color in it. Forget all that. It's just, if you ain't in bed with the government, you fit to get it. You understand? And all this is positive for me. Remember I said at the beginning of the call, like this is crazy positive for me because my brain is funny. It works differently. My brain instantly saw, well, if one company can take billions, it means one company can give billions. And I, for 3 years now, have been very vocal about giving away billions. Y'all ain't heard me. I'm currently effectively, too, by the way, executing my plan without fail to give away $1.5 billion by 2025, December 31st, 2025. I have not missed a benchmark yet. Everything that I need to do to get that done, I have hit it every step of the way. I don't know about everybody else, but I can only speak for my reality, Mayuri. In my reality, I'm the only person talking about free and clear giving away $1.5 billion to the working class. I've been just go to the recordings. You can see it's everywhere. I've been saying it. And then I stumbled across an article that says one company is taking away billions. And I thought to myself, well, wait a minute. Then that means it's possible. That means I'm not crazy. Because if you can take away billions, you can give billions. Somebody missed it. I ain't just talking about me, because you can apply the same thinking that I'm thinking to your own personal situation. If you're losing something in your life, it also means you have the equal opportunity to win it. But that's also in Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. Every failure comes with an equal opportunity for riches. That I think I just quoted that word for word. It's in there. Every time I quote some book, I'm always in it with it's in there. That's me saying the understood statement is if you ain't ripping out your book yet, it's in there. That's the understood statement there. Now I told my team this early this morning. What I told y'all about, I said we got to do some different stuff. Go, one of you, one of y'all, tell them what I told y'all.
Go ahead, Monica. I saw you unmute your mic. Go ahead.
Y'all can do it at the same time. You can die together.
I think it's just the two main things. One, be on and ready, cameras on, and then you starting your the trend with getting dressed every day, getting rid of those black shirts, and just change.
I say you can't do next level stuff doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I told them this morning in the group text, you can't restore bank accounts with the same, well, I cussed in the message, but with the same stuff that you've been doing. Okay. It's that serious. It just is what it is, and somebody needed to hear it. So I didn't had about 3 meetings with my team this morning because I've been up working hard since 4 this morning. I've been up, dressed. Wait, no more black shirts. I'll still wear them. I'll just put a jacket over them. But in the meantime, I took a bath for the first time in 12 years. So I found out like all these clothes appeared in my closet. As soon as I put the soap on my body in 12 years, all these clothes appeared in my closet. I was like, man, I've got some clothes. They're pretty nice, stuff like that. But in seriousness, I've got proof. Let me tell y'all something, man. I try to tell Tempest this all the time, and she's starting to learn it. When you do what we do, let me just say I for a second. You don't get to see your impact. Like I don't get to see my greatness. It takes Justin to say, "Hey, man, you the black Jeff Bezos." It was his exact words. It takes like I don't get to see it because, well, for one, I give you my opinion and I give you the facts. When you're leading, you don't get to see your impact because you got to focus on people and making stuff work. So you're always in the trees. You don't ever get to sit back or fly at eagle's eye view and say, "Oh, look what I've accomplished." Right? No, you don't get to do that. But also, Jerry, this is the opinion part now. That first one was universal fact. This is the opinion. God know I'm too arrogant to let me see what I'm getting ready to do. You understand? He ain't gonna let me see. Because I start fooling it up, Jerry. I'd be like, "Oh, for real? That's gonna be me? Let me do it right now." No, you gotta go through the process. I won't go through the process. You see it right side. That's an opinion. It's a lot of facts in that opinion, though. Okay, a lot of facts. You gotta know who you are. Self-awareness is a superpower. There's no doubt about it. But in fairness, when I saw and learned, holy crap, working class, billions removed. But I'm for the working class and adding billions. I knew then that I was supposed to see that article. I was supposed to read it. And it was God showing me, you're about to get this done. I could about run around this whole block right now to know that it's possible. See, because this whole time I just been on faith, and I just been stupid enough to keep using that faith. You understand? This because you come from the hood and you say, I'm gonna give away $1 billion. What? Wait a minute. Slow down. Okay, slow down. Let's just, first off, you're from the hood. You can't do that. And if you look, yeah, I'm telling y'all, about 3 years ago, I did a major radio station in San Diego, and I told these people that I was going to be synonymous with business. I had just became a millionaire, and I told these people, it's on my page. I'm not gonna tell you who it is. You got to let yourself. I told these people, I am going to be synonymous with business, and I am going to create 100,000 millionaires. And by the time I'm dead, when people think of business, they're gonna think of me. I said this 3 years ago, and they looked at me and they started attacking me when I said it. It's on camera. And I was cool, calm, and collective, as is my custom. Didn't bother me one bit. And I said to them, I hear what you're saying, but that ain't got nothing to do with me, because this is what they said. But you're black. I swear to God, I'm so not joking. And there's no one that's ever done that. And so, yeah, I should have saw Jerry. There's no one that ever done that. And I sat back, and they wouldn't try to be rude. They was just being factual. Do you understand? They were using historicity, but I don't vibrate at that frequency. Somebody got to do it. At some point, I'm not even trying to be the first anything. I'm not trying to be the first black man. I ain't trying to do none of that. I'm just telling you, I know what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it. And in whatever order that pop off, that ain't got nothing to do with me. And you trying to make me create 100,001 millionaires, that ain't got nothing to do with me either. That's going to happen by just natural revelation. It ain't going to be by my effort. That's just going to, all them seeds planted. I'm just trying to get 100,000, and then I'm done. I'm going to walk around in my drawers all day, just with church socks on. That's all I'm going to do. I ain't going to do nothing else. I ain't going to do nothing else. I am done. You understand? I am completely done. I told these people this. And today, well, a day or two, well, whatever, 24 hours ago, I stumbled across an article that reminded me, you're in the middle of your miracle. And now I share it with you. If I'm the leader and I needed to be reminded, the middle's a good place. Enjoy the lessons you are learning, Antonio, because it's these lessons that will make you a billionaire. Without these lessons, you cannot be a billionaire. Enjoy learning how to do more human resources than you ever thought you would. Enjoy learning how to be publicly embarrassed by people who could not perform their own duties, so now they're blaming you for their losses that they created 8 years before they got to you. Enjoy it. Because every single time you respond correctly, I'm sending you 10,000 more people who were impressed by that. Enjoy it. I'm trying to put my weight on it, Jerry. And enjoy all of it. Because the middle of that miracle is where I'm teaching you how to never be middle again. Mm, 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 mm. Listen, y'all, every bad day you've ever had in your whole life, you've never had to repeat again. You may have found some new ways to have the worst day of your life. But when you figured out how to get over something, you never went back to it. And if you keep going back to it, because you ain't figured out how to stop going back to it. So you ain't figured out how to get over it. But once you say, I ain't finna let nobody hurt me like that again. I'm not finna just pick somebody and lay down with anybody. I'm going to wait until the right one. And if you can't value me, and when you say that to yourself, you don't get into all this drama. When you teach yourself how to save 10% of all your income, you can't stop doing that. Every last one of you. If this company is in the middle of its miracle and you are attracted to this company, it means so are you, because like attracts like. You don't get to argue with this. You would be somewhere else. This morning, I was brushing my teeth. Actually, not just this morning. The last 4 days, I've been adjusting. I'm supposed to call them. I forget. Well, two things happened. For one, my bill is paid yearly. We paid it last week, right, Diana? All right. So when you pay your bill yearly, you kind of don't know when the year comes up because it's not monthly. Do you understand? That's a long way away. So for a whole day, the phone wouldn't dial out. I didn't know. It was just because I'm on Wi-Fi and I got iMessages coming through. So I have no idea. I have no idea that the thing's on. So I didn't get to call him that day. And he started texting me. And he said a lot. The lot don't even matter. He said something to me that penetrated to me in a powerful way. He said, "Man, you the black Jeff Bezos." And I went, "Wow." I went, that hit me. And when I sat the phone down and I finished talking to him, I couldn't leave that energy. Y'all ever had that happen before? Somebody say something to you, it won't go away. And every day I thought nothing about anything but that. And this morning, brushing my teeth with my all plant-based toothpaste, by the way. There you go, Susan. Just so you know, got it from Law too. If y'all need to hook up, Law knows somebody in Brooklyn that does plant-based toothpaste. And
I have plant-based toothpaste.
of course you do. You know you do. I wouldn't expect nothing less.
Yeah, there's a specific ingredient. I need to talk to Law about that grows on a plant in Africa, and they just eat it. They just eat that, and it keeps their teeth clean. And then we have little bits of it in our toothpaste. But of course, my daughter turned me on to that brand.
Well, I need that.
Yeah,
I need that for myself.
I've been meaning to share it with you, but I will eventually.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate you. So he told me that, and it sat with me. I mean, everything else was brilliant, but that's not what sat with me. What sat with me was, man, I really like Jeff Bezos. And I think he is the greatest businessman walking on planet Earth. I've said that multiple times on recordings. And this morning, brushing my teeth is the first time I had this reaction. I went, "You got it right. I'm Jeff Bezos." You got to understand who I am. You got to understand who I am. I mean, you sure right, God dog it. See, I went into wrestling with the belief into I receive that. Sure do. Sure do. And now I'm walking in all that energy. And then you process. What does that mean? Doesn't matter to me. I don't care what it means. I just know I feel it. And I just know that what we're about to do It's about to be so amazing. I said it yesterday. I'll say it again. We're about to change the world. I ain't even trying to pump you up. I'm just telling you what I know. And last night, a little later than last night, a little earlier, I stumbled across that article and I said, man, that's right what I need to see. One company can take away billions. It also means one company can give away billions. So I've got some challenges for you. Challenge number one, I'm talking to everybody, not just my team. I'm going to need you to start taking that mindset to your issues. My mindset is getting closer and closer to $1 billion. You'll know when it gets to $1 billion when I have $1 billion. Okay, you'll know it's getting closer and closer and closer. But I am starting to see a lot. You can tell the quality of a person how they react to adversity. Okay, I'm starting to see a whole lot of stuff differently. I've been way past seven figures. That's not even. I don't even think $1 million is a lot of money. I think this is not a lot of money at all. I don't even think. I think anything less than 25 million is poor. But that's me and my thoughts. Don't worry about it. I'm thinking to myself, man, we're about to change the world. This is about to happen. And the closer I get to this $1 billion mindset, the easier a lot of this matrix stuff gets. I just happen to come back and pull people out of it. I'm Morpheus. All right. You're Neo. I'm Morpheus. Or maybe I'm Neo getting more Neos. I don't know. Depending on how you want to do it. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens in part 4 and that storyline. And I'll have some new analogies for you. Okay? I have some new analogies for you. So my first challenge to you is Monica, Mayuri, Shaker, Satish, Karichia. I just felt something in me. I wanted to say y'all names because I felt it sitting right here. My first challenge to you is I want you to start seeing stuff the way I saw it for myself. I did not say, they taking away 401ks. That's appalling. But what I also left with was, wow, that means that I can give that back. Can you handle your own adversity that way? For real, Jerry?
Within practice.
No doubt. Yes, sir. Put that in practice. My second challenge to you, to the team, would be this here. It takes a certain amount of energy and effort to pull what we're trying to pull off. We don't know that energy and effort. If we did, we would be doing it and we would have it, right? But we don't need to know it. What we need to do is respect that every day it's on its way, and all we need to do is match that energy to pull it faster. There's actually a law for that. It's called the law of accelerating acceleration. It's a real law. It's a Google it yourselves. It means the faster you chase what you're attracting, Patricia, is the faster what you're attracting chases you. You speed up the time. You double it. The law of accelerating acceleration. So I want y'all, Reggie, is he still here? Flip.
I don't see him.
Okay, no worries, no worries. He got it. I want y'all to push yourselves like you've never pushed before. I want you to get rid of the whole, I did a good job. I want you to get rid of, I did a great job. I want you to get rid of, I did a stupendous job. Any of that stuff, I don't want you to say no more. I want you to have one attitude. Today, I died for what I was trying to do. When your head hit the pillow, you need to instantly fall asleep. If you got time to scroll Facebook for an hour, you didn't work hard enough. Word up. Satish said, heard it loud and clear. You ain't work hard enough. Yeah, if you laying down with all that energy, you shouldn't have laid out, as far as I'm concerned. Just that old man told me, Tony, if you went to sleep broke, you ain't shouldn't have went to sleep. I let y'all make it, but that's what he told me. That's what he told me. That's what he did. You should have went to sleep, boy. Going to sleep broke. What's wrong with you? But that's, my family's a little different. Let me repeat that. The first challenge is I want you to, whatever I did to this article, I want you to do the same thing to your problems, right? Just, but if it's possible that way, then it's also possible for me the other way. The second thing I want you to do, team, is I want you to die for this stuff. I want you to be the little sharecropper asking the man for 50 cents for her mama. That's Stinky Girl Rich, if you're not familiar with it. And I will not move, even if you felt to kill me. I'm not going to move. My mama need that 50 cents. So don't move. Today, Patrick, Monica, Grace, Donna, Satish, all y'all, don't move. Set amount, set whatever. I don't care what you set. But then you don't move until you get it. Because until I make every last one of y'all millionaires, they're going to have to kill me. I'm telling you that. If you got any source of emotional intelligence or empathy, you should have felt that just now. Because I'm dead serious. They're going to have to kill me. Because I'm going to do this.
After your CEO call last night, Carisha texted me, what I need to do. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, Jerry gonna get that car. You understand? We gonna get that car. We gonna buy it off somebody too. That's our car now. How much? Well, I can't let it go. It had to be for some crazy price. Tell me the price. Right? It's Jerry's now. Move. Right? Fill it up. Fill up the tank. Go get out of here. Got to do it. My third and last challenge to you is real simple, yo. Respect where you are, because it's a wonderful place to be at. Nobody ever changes where they are until they appreciate where they are. Just is what it is. Until you look and go, he did cheat on me, but I love me. Then they won't stop cheating. This is what it is. It's my advice to you, team. Let's go out there and get it. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can plan better. You can dominate. All right, everybody. I appreciate you. Let us all receive it. Let's go out there and dominate. Y'all have a good one.